Welcome in, everybody. We are live from the Jasper Civic Center. Brett Elmore alongside Terrell Manasco for WJLX. And Mr. T, we are awaiting the boxes to start rolling in. The polls closed roughly 30 minutes ago, so now it's just the waiting game.
Hopefully we should have some results coming in anytime.
Anytime. Of course, the absentees, normally the ones that are voted are accounted first, and we'll have that. Of course, we see Susie Odom and all the workers up on the stage there, and nothing has come in yet. So as we take a live look at the staging area here at the Civic Center, you see Miss Susie. How are you, Miss Susie? She's waving as she goes by. And Susan Odom, of course, long-time clerk here in our county. Terrell, you see on our screen here, basically you have 4 local races. Probably the most talked about race is the county commission chairman between Charles Bishop, Jordan Madison, and the incumbent Steve Miller. And then you have 2 commission district seats that are up for grabs here tonight, Greg Barnes and John Dunnigan. One of them will be elected to District 1. Then in District 2, you have the incumbent Jeff Burrow and the challenger Adam Vickery. And we have 1 Board of Education seat that is open, and that is District 3, where the incumbent Vonda Beatty will face opposition from Jake Kilpatrick. So we have 4 of the bigger races. Of course, it is Super Tuesday, and that means a lot of states having their primaries today, and we see Mr. Tucker there, and he's looking over at a very light crowd. Terrell, we normally have a much bigger crowd than this.
Yeah, it does seem like there's a lighter turnout.
Lighter turnout here at the Civic Center, but that's okay. Most folks are tuned in watching live. We'll have guests on throughout the evening. We will not be broadcasting per se the entire time because it's more of a waiting game. But when we do get numbers in, what you will see on the side of the screen here, all those numbers will update as soon as we get them. That's what this guy right here is for. He's standing by. He will type those in as soon as we get them, and they will update live for you. So we'll have that coming up as soon as we get some numbers in. But once again, we have 4 races, and we'll look at those once more. That is the chairman of the county commission, Charles Bishop, Jordan Madison, the incumbent Steve Miller, you see on your screen. And then in District 1, it is Greg Barnes, John Dunnigan in District 1. And we move over to, let's see, I think I have District 2 pulled up. Yep, right there. That is the incumbent Jeff Burrow and Adam Vickery. And then for the Walker County Board of Education District 3, you have Vonda Beatty, the incumbent, and Jake Kilpatrick, who is the challenger in that race. So that's a look at it. And once again, the waiting game begins. Normally we start getting results. We'll probably start getting our first results around, I don't know, James, what do you think? James from the Community Journal is here. We'll have him on the screen here in a little bit. Unfortunately, we'll have him on too. What time do you think we'll start getting numbers? Probably about 8? Yeah, 8 o'clock. I'll have to. There's Ed Howe from the Dana Mountain Eagle. I'll ask him. Also, he said 7:45. I think you said 8, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't even see any of the candidates here.
What would be the good poll is who would be holding this up?
Yeah. No. You probably can't hear James, but the question of the night is going to be which box is going to be left out and be the last one in, because it never fails. I got here, Terrell and I got here about 6 o'clock to set up here tonight, and Terrell had to run back to the radio station. When I was talking to some of the workers, they came in, and I said, look, we don't need one of these boxes. It takes, everything's counted, and then when we wait 45 minutes. Then I was reminded of one election that we did. I think we got out of here at 10:30 because we were waiting on a box, one box, and it took forever for it to get here. So we will, like I say, we will be waiting on the boxes to roll in, and we'll keep you covered right here on WJLX. We're going to step aside. We'll keep the live look going for you, and we'll be back with more as soon as we get some numbers in a moment. No election results so far here at the Jasper Civic Center, so stay tuned. We will await the boxes coming in. Must see TV right here on streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. It'll start getting interesting here in just a little bit. Those boxes will start rolling in, and we'll start getting numbers. It is 10 minutes in front of the hour here. WJLX 101.5 FM and streaming live at WJLX1015FM.com. Our Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. If you don't mind, share. Also give us a like. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Find all the local events right here, WJLX. Back live, Jasper Civic Center, where ballots have started to come in, and there's running them through the machines, and we'll get a print off here shortly, we hope. So we're hearing all kind of rumblings right now about different races and everything because the candidates, Terrell, back in the day, of course, everyone was here to
Yep.
watch the
Watch the results. Yeah.
watch the results, and we still have a pretty good crowd here, but still, they tape the results on every door. The printout, and then most of the candidates, especially in a county-wide race, will have a representative there to phone in the result from that box. So they kind of tally that and go from there. But you hear some rumblings, and I am hearing some stuff out of the District 1 County Commission race. And that's up there in the Curry area. And we hear that's going to be a close one, it looks like. John Dunnigan and Greg Barnes in that race. Of course, we have no numbers as of yet, but Greg Barnes and John Dunnigan in that race, and we are hearing that Dunnigan has an apparent lead in that race. Of course, the districts, you're only going to have a couple of boxes, I guess, that will decide those races. So you have representatives from different camps trying to get absentee numbers to see how that will affect it.
Mm-hmm.
But once again, it's all just speculation at this point. The chairman's race, we're hearing that one box, the incumbent Steve Miller doubled up. Charles Bishop in one of the boxes that he got results, we saw results from. But once again, all speculation.
Yeah. All speculation.
Until we get the official numbers, it's all speculation. But we have several races, I think 4 local races. Also, we have a constable race to be determined. And we'll have, I noticed that was on my ballot. Did you get by to vote today?
No, I did not.
All right, somebody get this guy out of here. Unpatriotic
I did
as
not
all
make it.
get out.
Nope.
All right. Uh-oh, there's Susie. Go ahead and grab a sheet. We will
Okay, I'm going to start first. The Democrat Party for President, Joe Biden, 26 votes.
Joe Biden got 26 votes here in Walker County.
Delegates,
See if we can.
Junior, 0, Susan McKinney, 20, Curtis Travis, 14.
We'll have the numbers as they come up here. As soon as they get them printed off.
Republican Party for President. Well, I'm just going to go to Nikki Haley, 13, Donald Trump, 344, United States Representative, 4th Congressional District, Robert Adderholt,
She's going through some of the.
Holcomb, 58.
Adderholt has a pretty big lead here in this area.
238.
I'm going to go ahead and call it right now. It is 8:07, and I'm going to go ahead and call it for Donald Trump in Walker County. He's
Chad Nixon, 151.
yeah, probably Joe Biden. With 26 votes, Joe Biden's going to win the county.
Judge place 2, Richard Anderson, 184. Thomas Levan, 135. President, Service Commission, Twinkle. Anderson Kavanaugh, 199. Robert McCollum, 153.
Oh, wow. Close race in the public service.
Doug Bacchus, 89. Alan Long, 195. Oscar Mann, 40. Chairman of the Walker County Commission, Charles Bishop, 90. Jordan Madison, 105. Steve Miller, 169.
Wow.
Walker County
Bishop's in last
Commission,
place
District 1, Greg Bond.
in this first.
We don't have any results in that one.
No results in the District 1 race yet.
That we have returned. Walker County Commission, District 2, Jeff Burrows, 125. Adam Vickery, 86.
125 to 86
Board of Education, District 3,
for Burrow.
Well, we don't have results in that one.
No results for Von DeBates.
And we don't
District.
have the constable beat in
No
this
constable.
district yet.
And we'll type in the numbers here as soon as Susie is done.
And on the state amendment, yes, we have 131, no 237.
The no's on the amendment kind of overwhelming.
And that's just 3 precincts counted.
3 precincts counted. 3 precincts. So we're we're early in the night here at the Jasper Civic Center. I'm Brett Elmore for WJLX, and Terrell Monasco is here as well. He's about to get in a fist fight, it looks like, with Ed Howell for the first numbers. Who would you take in a fight? Well, I'm not going to ask you. Terrell all the way? Okay. Yeah. All right, Terrell's going to get the sheets, and we'll update everyone on the screen. Mr. T to the rescue here, and it'll be the same page each time. You'll have the Terrell will get this put it in the system real quick, and we'll go through the numbers together as they come up. Once again, a couple of the districts have not reported. No boxes have been counted yet for District 1 on the County Commission race, and the County Board of Education District 3 race has not been counted yet. You see the Walker County chairman, Steve Miller, the incumbent, with 169 votes. Jordan Madison with 105. And Charles Bishop with 90 votes. Not sure where these boxes actually came from. We'll look at now County Commission District 2. Jeff Burrow, 125 votes. Adam Vickery with 86. So I think that's the only two, ain't that right, Terrell? That's yeah, no, okay, and you can put the percentages on there. I'll actually read the percentages to you. Let's see here. So Jeff Burrow has 59.24% of the vote. And Adam Vickery with 40.76 of the vote. In the County Commission Chairman's race, Charles Bishop with 24.73% of the vote. And Jordan Madison with 28.85%. And Steve Miller with 46.43%. And as far as the numbers reported, we're going to go grand total 3 of 47 there at the bottom. Boxes counted 3 of 47. Now, like I mentioned, and this will not show up on the screen, but I will remind you of this. And by the way, the percentage of the boxes counted is a measly 6.38. So but it'll roll right along here tonight. They're getting boxes in, and they're working feverishly over there as we look in. Very good, Mr. T. Of course, trying to find mine. Well, first of all, I got to find my phone because someone's calling. And let's see. Yeah, I wanted to give you a live look at kind of how hard they're working over there. Let's go over some of these particulars here. Only 30 votes in the Democratic primary, 370 in the Republican primary here. In the Democratic race for president, Joe Biden with 26 votes. Dean Phillips got a vote. Any kin to James Phillips? I don't think so. And uncommitted got 3. So, did you vote for? Okay.
Not on that one.
Okay, yeah. James Phillips from the Community Journal is just telling us who he voted for. Uncommitted, yeah, okay. Republican race. Like I was telling James, it's 8:15 here on a Super Tuesday, and I'm going to go ahead and call Walker County for Donald Trump. You think it's too early?
Probably not. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Trump got 344 votes so far. 13 for Nikki Haley. 4 for Ron DeSantis. 2 for Chris Christie. 2 for how do you say that guy's name? Ramaswamy. He seemed like a very intelligent guy, actually. Yeah. And Stuckenberg got a vote, but he is trailing uncommitted with 2. So I do want to mention the House of Representatives, the 4th congressional district, which we are in here in Walker County. Now, of course, Walker County does not decide this, as there's several counties involved, but Robert Adderholt with a commanding lead here in the county with 83% of the vote. So that is a look at the numbers. And we're going to step aside. We're going to wait on more numbers to come in. And when we do, we'll have them for you here first. WJLX. we have more numbers rolling in here as Cheryl updates the votes. The percentages, we'll get those here in just a moment for you. But let's go ahead and look and see what we have here. We finally have some numbers from District 1, I see. Greg Barnes leading John Dunnigan, 650 votes to 529. Chairman of the County Commission, Steve Miller, with 46% of the vote. Oh, that's not right. No, he hasn't updated the percentages. That's okay. Just the numbers. So, 1,818 for the incumbent Steve Miller. Charles Bishop has taken second place at 988, and then 966 for Jordan Madison. And let's see the numbers for District 2 County Commission. Jeff Burrow, 352. Adam Vickery, 280. Board of Education, District 3, finally get numbers there. Boy, that's a tight race. Vonda Beatty, the incumbent, with 442 votes. Jake Kilpatrick with 431. That is an 11 vote difference. So, wow. Hello, sir. How are you? Folks coming by the booth saying hello. And the crowd has gotten heavier here at the Jasper Civic Center. I see John Dunnigan here as well. He just has made an appearance. We had Steve Miller here earlier. I don't see him right now, but he was supposed to come by the booth. If you'll stay tuned, we will have some guests throughout the evening. And let's take this down and let's kind of go through this together. All right, let's look at the chairman of the Walker County Commission. There you see it. How many boxes have we got counted? Let's see, they're going to be right up, yeah, right here. 13 of 47, and then the... So we are moving right along here. 13 of the 47. And the total percentage is 27.6% of the vote is in. So we're a quarter of the way there. But you see, Steve Miller is trying to reach that magic number where he doesn't have a runoff. He's at 48%, the incumbent is. That is a three-person race. Let's take a look at some of the other races quickly here. Jeff Burrow, 352 votes. Adam Vickery with 280. Now in that is 4 of 17 boxes counted. Once again, that bottom number is the total boxes of the county. So we're going with that. And let's move along to some of the other races. I mentioned District 1. Greg Barnes with 55% of the vote, 650 votes. John Dunnigan, 529 votes. That's good for nearly 45% of the vote. Now in that district, excuse me, that is 3 boxes out of the 11 counted. 3 of that district out of 11 boxes. And then we go over to the County Board of Education, District 3. Vonda Beatty, the incumbent, leading by 11 votes. And that is with 3 of the 12 precincts counted there. So, Terrell, have we updated all the percentages? I think we have, haven't we? Yeah, okay. Very good. So, that's the way it looks as of right now. Once again, if you missed it, we will leave these up on the screen for you. And we will return in just a few minutes. Here we're live on WJLX 1015 live stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Appreciate you folks tuning in. All right, we're back live at the Jasper Civic Center. They're handing out more copies of the results. And we will, holy moly, we will get those inputted, and Mr. T to the rescue here. I think we have, I don't know how many boxes we have counted yet. What does it say up there? 30 of 47. Oh, good. We're getting, we're 30 out of 47 boxes here at 8:30. We're doing pretty good, but I don't want to jinx us because it, like I mentioned earlier in the night, you always have that one box for some reason. It's always out there. Somebody's late, or our machine is messed up, or something has happened. And, well, that's the way it is. Brett Elmore and Terrell Manasco here for WJLX. Terrell working to get the numbers up. And it looks like he's updated the commission chair, so we'll look at that. Wow, Steve Miller has really opened up a lead here. 3,113 votes. Now, the percentages have not changed yet, folks. We'll input those in a minute. Jordan Madison with 1,687, and Charles Bishop with 1,821. Terrell, did the chairman, did those percentages, did they update? Are they updated?
They are, should be, yeah.
47% for, yeah. So the percentage has been updated for the commission chair. So 47% of the vote going to Steve Miller, but that's not going to be quite enough. This race may go to a runoff. It really depends here. County Commission District 1, Greg Barnes opening up a lead on John Dunnigan, 737 to 577. Looks like the County Commission District 2 race has been updated. Jeff Burrow, 899, and Adam Vickery, 670. And this one really kind of surprised some folks and kind of piqued our interest. The Walker County Board of Education District 3, the incumbent Von DeBatey was 782 votes. 49% of the votes. Jake Kilpatrick with 787. So Kilpatrick has taken the lead by 5 votes. Von DeBatey, 49.84%, and Kilpatrick, 50.16%. And Terrell, I don't know if you can get any closer than that. Terrell's still inputting numbers, and we still have more boxes coming in. I see the sheriff's office here, of course, doing a great job with handling the boxes and handing them over to, we have Lee Tucker here and his assistants, Susan Odom. And by the way, I did this about 35 minutes ago, but I have declared Donald Trump the winner in Walker County. And
You're going out on a limb.
yeah, well, I went on on a whim here and
Limb.
on a limb, yeah. All right. So, this county commission race is pretty interesting. I knew I kind of figured it would be because of it being a 3-person race. And Steve Miller, the incumbent, trying to get just over 50% of the vote to avoid a runoff. But I don't know if he's going to get there or not, to be perfectly honest with you. Terrell is once again in the presidential race here in Walker County. Nikki Haley has 481 votes. Donald Trump has 6,031. I would say Trump, like I mentioned. I called it earlier. Actually, I called it earlier today, probably. I think I called it on my show this morning. That Trump, I went on ahead and said he was going to win. Chris Christie has 17 votes. Ron DeSantis, 56. Stuckenberg, 16 votes. Uncommitted is actually in third place out of all those candidates with 112 votes uncommitted. And let's check the state representative, the 4th Congressional District. Now, once again, Walker County is just part of several counties in this, so this will not decide. But we're going to go ahead and call that for Robert Adderholt here in the county with 82% of the votes. 5,425 to Holcomb's 1,180. Constable beat 4. We have 1 of 3 precincts counted, and Don Frazier has 176 votes. Chris Nelson has 111 votes. So the constable race there, that is the 5th local race. Only 3 precincts in that. Once again, Beatty in the County Board of Education District 3 race is the incumbent is trailing by 5 votes with 4 more boxes, 4 more precincts to be counted. And District 2 for the county commission, there's 7 more boxes to be counted there. 10 of 17, with a borough leading 57% to 42% over Vickery. And then still young in the night for District 1. Only 4 of 11 precincts counted. But Greg Barnes with 737 votes, John Dunnigan with 577. So, but there's a lot of boxes still out there for that race. And looking through these numbers, I was looking at the turnout, Terrell, if you want to put your headsets back on. And I was worried about the turnout because today was not a Chamber of Commerce type day. I mean, you know, the weather was pretty blah. And I noticed that they were, in my precinct, they had bussed one of the assisted living facilities over there where they could vote, which is a good thing. But the turnout in the county, 7,249 votes so far. And, of course, 94% of those is going to be the Republican Party. And I don't get this, and James, you're not going to be on camera, but at least you'll have a mic.
Well, I've got a face for radio.
Yeah. They have the Democratic ballots. They have the Republican ballots. Then they had 3 nonpartisan ballots.
Right. Did you look at any of those?
I didn't know they had those.
I think this is the first time that they've offered that. But it wasn't it. It's my understanding that was just to vote on the
amendment.
The amendment. That's all it was.
That's right. That was one of the options. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And then 2 blank ballots.
Right.
So they just went in, signed in, and
I guess that's saying they did their
their
American
duty.
civic duty, unlike
Unlike
somebody
Terrell.
with us tonight.
Unlike Terrell. Terrell, you should have lied and said you voted. Yeah. You just should have just said, yeah, I voted.
Well, neither one of us have our sticker on either, but
Mine fell off.
mine did too. They didn't have good adhesive on the back of those things this
no,
year.
they didn't. The adhesive was not good this year. I had several of them on.
Yeah.
Because I made the rounds earlier today.
Right, yeah.
Vote
early and often,
Often
right?
in Walker County.
Yeah.
That is the slogan. Vote early, vote often.
Well, you can use a few dead people's names if you need to.
God, please don't get into that.
You know, I died 17 times recently, so
Yeah,
I think
you
I
did.
could.
You actually did.
I should have got more than one vote.
You did. You did. Yeah, poor James. He coded 17 times, and after the first 4, I think I'm just being honest with you. I think I counted you out. I said I don't think James is going to make this.
Somebody told me you had started a pool, a betting pool.
Yeah, I did. Office
if I
pool.
would come back,
Yeah, office pools,
Yeah.
and a lot. It's spread through the county, and we did fairly well with
It was like one of those things where you have the squares.
Yeah,
like
the
a football
squares.
game.
Yeah,
Y'all were
the
buying squares of how many times will he come back.
Yeah, right. All joking aside, James Phillips from the Community Journal joins us, and if you haven't visited their website or their Facebook page, of course Facebook went crazy earlier today, but you need to do so because they're on top of it all the time. But in all seriousness, I was extremely worried about you, and because we've been friends now. Golly, I want to say I've been doing radio now for 26 years. Is that right?
When did you? What year?
Yeah, 26 years now I've been doing radio.
Yeah.
So I think so
You were-
I started when I was 14.
I thought you were like 9.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was. Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
talking about a paid gig.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
14.
You
Yeah.
got paid at 14.
I got
Yeah.
paid at 14 when I got my workers
That was.
permit.
Yeah. I think I was.
I think we met each other right around that time.
Yeah.
you know.
Because you were at the
I
paper.
started writing in 1996.
Yeah. Oh, there.
We've got some more results coming in.
So we're going to step aside here, and we will get the votes, and we'll come right back. All right, so we're getting numbers in as Terrell has updated the county commission chairman's race. All right, that's what he's doing now.
4,591. Robert Cole, 3,500.
And he's updating the percentages as we speak. So 4,034. How many boxes have been counted, James? 36 of 47. So we're getting close here tonight. Miller with 4,034 votes. Bishop with 2,360, and Madison with 2,122. So still, in the incumbent Steve Miller is not over 50% of the votes, which means that this thing could go to a runoff. And if I was a betting man, I would say this is going to go to a runoff. Greg Barnes, that race is tightened up in District 1. Greg Barnes, 1,324 votes. Dunnigan, 1,163. That's 53% to 47%. And then Walker County Commission District 2, 963 for the incumbent Jeff Burrow. Adam Vickery with 726. That's 57% to 42%. And the County Board of Education District 3. This race is just so close. Did the District 3 numbers, did those update? I don't think it updated from the last time because I don't think they had any more boxes come from that area is the thing. So that will remain the same. 36 of 47 boxes counted. So we're getting close here on Super Tuesday. And let's kind of go large screen here and take a look at the races. That's what it looks like for the county commission. 36 of 47 boxes counted. Miller with 47% of the vote. The incumbent. Trying to reach that 51% threshold. I see John Dunnigan. It looks like he's trying to get to some numbers here. I was looking at how many precincts are left with these commission races. Barnes and Dunnigan in District 1. Let's take a look at that one real quick. That is 6 of 11 precincts counted that we have so far. So if my Curry math is correct, we have 5 boxes left there. And let's move over to District 2. The incumbent Jeff Burrow, 963 votes. Adam Vickery with 726. But once again, Terrell, that's 11 of 17 precincts counted, so there's 6 precincts to go.
Mm-hmm.
So still a lot of votes out there. And then, of course, we did not get an update on this. The precincts have not been reported in. No additional precincts, I should say, have been reported in for the race for Board of Education District 3, as Jake Kilpatrick leads by 5 votes. And that is with 8 of 12 precincts counted. And then the constable race in Beat 4, 1 of 3 precincts counted. That has not changed. Don Frazier, 176. Chris Nelson, 111. How many votes does Trump have again? Now he's up to 7,780 to Nikki Haley's 594. And coming in third place is Uncommitted. Out of a field of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you had 7 candidates there, and
No write-in votes?
that's something we need to ask Susan about, because I was going to write you in for president. And they didn't have write-in votes. That's right, yeah. That's another thing I noticed. We need to get to the bottom of this. See what's going on. No write-in votes. But we're looking at, I'm going to turn this camera around and kind of show the other side of the venue, where folks will kind of know what kind of crowd we have here. There's a camera. And you see we do have a light crowd here. But Terrell, I've been surprised. They've been moving along pretty good here.
Pretty good, yeah, pretty good clip.
Because we're at 8:52 here on this Super Tuesday. So we're waiting on about 11 more boxes to come in, and we see up on the stage right now, excuse me, that more boxes have come in, so they're sorting through those. While they do that, we will step aside. We'll come back with more live election coverage. We appreciate you folks tuning in. WJLX 101.5 FM. Hopefully we'll have more numbers coming your way here in just a few minutes here. WJLX 101.5 FM. We're starting to hear rumblings, Terrell, of and maybe this District 1 race where we've only got 6 out of the 11 precincts counted, but we're hearing rumblings that Dunnigan has taken the lead in that race, a slim one. So, but we don't have anything official yet as far as, like I say, you hear everything, you hear a lot of things, and we've seen Dunnigan here, we've seen Jeff Burrow is across the way, Steve Miller is here. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought that was, okay. Kilpatrick. I wonder if he would come over and get on the air with us. You gotta go ask him.
Which one is it?
He's in the sports jacket there next to that gentleman. Sitting down. Yeah, right there. Yeah. He's this guy here. Yeah, here he is. I don't know. Some of them are just trying to find us someone that wants to talk. Send Terrell on a mission. See if they want to. Of course, a lot of them are still nervous because all the votes have not been counted yet, and that's the thing. And let's kind of talk about that. I mean, let's go ahead and talk about that race here in just a second as we do have a guest coming on. Just put on those headsets there, and we'll have you on. It is Jake Kilpatrick.
Hey there.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay.
Well, of course, like I was talking to Terrell about, we have official numbers that have come in, and 8 of 12 precincts is what we're reporting right now, and you have a 5-vote lead. What is people telling you in your camp?
Well, like I said, it's still a close race right now, and we're kind of up in the air right now, just kind of waiting.
5 votes is just
yeah, that's insane.
And let me ask you this: you're running against an incumbent. You're running against someone who was superintendent at one time.
Right.
What got you interested in politics? What made you want to run for the race? And just kind of tell the folks that may not know you a little bit about yourself.
Well, first of all, I'm a man that has given my life to the Lord, and I serve Him totally. And I really feel like the Lord has called, especially me and my wife of 22 years. We have a real passion for kids, and it's not necessarily the politics part of it, but it's the point of we see, what the world is and what it's becoming, and being in a family atmosphere and all. We wanted to make sure, as far as getting our name in the hat, is being able to, I guess, being able to, just to be there to make sure we're protecting our kids in the right way. To be the fairest thing to say, and I have a lot of biblical beliefs and, and a lot of convictions. And that was one of the main things that pushed me into that place of becoming part of the board member. Not necessarily any other kind of politics. I just wanted to be in the board of education.
Want to make a difference with the kids and
right.
And of course, in that district, what's included? Summerton and Dora.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's Valley. It's the 3 Cordova schools: Bankhead, Cordova Elementary, and Cordova High School, and then you got Parish. And then you have Oakman Middle and Elementary and Oakman High School. So it's actually 7 schools. It's the largest district in the county.
I was about to say, now that one covers a pretty big area. And as you've been out and about talking to folks, you do the door-to-door thing and kind of just
I have some, and I've hit the coffee shops, and
yeah.
I had a lot of really great conversations, the past few months, and that's one thing I've really enjoyed, just being a minister too, growing up and being that kind of servant, just being able to get out there on another level, and seeing people and being able to talk about issues.
Right. Yeah.
And listen to people on issues. Sometimes, candidates or elected people, they kind of forget where they come from. And I think that's why maybe I'm 5 votes ahead, because I think people understand that they know that I'm a person that really that really will listen to them and really will understand them and be on their level, So, that's one of the main things that I really pushed and ran on. I would love to see our schools connected back to our communities. I know, I don't know. I know there's some loopholes in the state laws, and we kind of got rid of trustees a few years ago and at each school, but I would like to see that back. I would like to see that back, put in place to where people in the community kind of can come alongside those administrators and those teachers and see how we can help them. Just buying toilet paper at the beginning of the school year or notebooks or crayons, that's not really helping. So it would be good to see that, and that would be one thing that I would love to see, especially in my district.
Well, very good. Like we said, we're waiting on all the official numbers, as you are. A very tight race, tight as one of the night. So, but it's nice to meet you and everything, and best of luck to you.
Right. I want to say this too while I'm on here.
Yeah.
I really truly respect my opponent. I knew it was going to be a hard race, and whatever the final results are, if she wins it or if I win it, especially if she wins it, I want it to be known that I am here to support her. I'm here to be that, whatever kind of help she needs, and she's been in this deal a long time. She knows, she knows the ins and outs, and she's worked hard, and that's one thing that you can say, and I know that she's struggling with some family issues, and people out there, they need to really pray for the Beatty family.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
So
that is absolutely right. It sounds like we have 2 fine candidates there in District 3. Well, Jake, appreciate
you so much.
Appreciate you stopping
Yes, sir.
by, and once again, we're just awaiting more results as we roll through here on this Super Tuesday. See Jordan Madison, he is here making an appearance. Maybe we can get Jordan, you want to jump on real quick? Come on. Yeah. I'll get you away from James. I'm doing you a favor. Come on. Welcome in. Appreciate you taking time to join us here. And what are you hearing? Of course, your race is a 3-person race, obviously. And the incumbent, Steve Miller, with 36 of 47 precincts counted, with 47% of the vote. Bishop has 27%. You have 24%. You're trying. It looks like to me that this one may go to a runoff, and you're trying to get to that point, right?
Yeah, I mean that's the goal at this point. I keep Steve under 50%, force a runoff, and this journey's been pretty long for me. I don't have a huge name. I don't have a Miller or a Bishop name. So coming as an underdog into a countywide race for my first race it's been challenging, but it's also been rewarding. I've met an incredible amount of people, awesome people, and I think we had a low turnout today. I was expecting a little bit better results, honestly.
We were talking about that earlier in the broadcast, and looks like, of course, you're a countywide race, so we're just over 9,000 that's turned out so far,
Right.
counted. So, yeah, it wasn't a Chamber of Commerce day. It was kind of rainy and spitting, but and that always affects things. But you had a good time going door to door. Did you go door to door, meet a bunch of folks?
Yeah, I didn't have the funds, advertising funds, as these
Yeah.
other campaigns. So I tried to keep, my efforts on the ground, grassroots. Meeting people at festivals, door knocking.
Did you get bit by any dogs?
No, I actually can't say I got bit by any dogs,
Oh,
but
okay, well.
I avoided that one.
Well, because a lot of the candidates I talk to when they do the door knocking, I always ask them that, and most of the time, some of them come up with several times.
Yeah, well, maybe if I would have got bit by a dog, I'd have better results.
Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't know, but and of course, I'm sure you probably have people out. What are you hearing unofficially? Is it close?
Yeah, I think coming into this, I knew it was going to be trying to keep Miller under 50% was the goal.
Yeah.
And I felt like we could do that, depending on how many votes Bishop got. When he came into the race, I think it definitely threw a wrench into things.
Yeah.
But this scenario does play out to potentially be a runoff, and I'll go ahead and say this: if Bishop gets in a runoff, I'll fully endorse him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you heard it here. If Bishop makes the runoff, Jordan Madison will be endorsing him in the runoff. So, any particular reason why?
Well, I think that he's got a good plan for the landfill. Me and him has had a conversation at the last forum in Carbon Hill, and he's made some efforts to make some contacts about starting a new landfill, and I think that's a huge issue that our county faces. And he seems to have a solid solution to making this problem, at least not the citizens not bear the huge burden of it. So for that reason, I think.
And I think I read actually the Community Journal in their story about this is not just a recent problem with the landfill.
No, it's been a can that's been kicked down the road for many years and many administrations, and that's one of the reasons why I jumped into this race. I feel like that too many times the can gets kicked down the road, and I'm a person that's going to solve problems. I love to solve problems. I'm a problem solver by nature. So, I want to find resolutions to complex issues that our county has, and I really believe that I can do that.
Yeah. Well, best of luck to you, and finally, nice to meet you in person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's good
it's
to
been
see
a pleasure, and thanks for hosting me.
Yeah, absolutely, and then best of luck the rest of the way tonight, and we'll see where things go as they continue to count boxes and the whole 9 yards here at the Civic Center.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
All right, appreciate it, Jordan. Jordan Madison joining us here, currently in third place in the chairman's race for the county commission, but who knows, anything can happen as we still have, like I mentioned, 36 of 47 boxes counted. So if you're just joining us, we'll take a live look at the Jasper Civic Center. And we'll go through some of the numbers for you as well. Kilpatrick joined us earlier. He's got his closest race of the night. And as soon as we have another update, we'll let you know right here. WJLX. We're going to step aside for a break and come back. final numbers are coming in here, so we will try to hear, and then we will get them typed in for you.
Candidate of the Republican Party for President, Nikki Haley, 807. Donald Trump, 10,774. United States Representative, 4th Congressional District, Barbara Vanderholt, 9,566. Justin Holcomb, 2,163. Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Sarah Stewart, 7,638. Brian Taylor, 3,000.
All right, we have our final numbers in, and Terrell is going to type those in.
4,678. Stephen Parker, 5,096. Court of Criminal Appeals Judge Place 2, Rich Anderson, 5,380. Thomas Cavan, 4,493. President Public Service Commission, Twinkle Kavanaugh, 6,000.
Okay, you see the commission chairman numbers are being updated now on our screen. And it looks like we're going to be in a runoff.
6,578. Oscar Mann, 1,062. Chairman, Walker County Commission, Charles Bishop, 3,150. George Madison, 2,884. Steve Miller, 5,701. Walker County Commission, District 1, Greg Barnes, 1,814. John Duncan, 1,800.
So the numbers for the chairman, we're going to a runoff between Miller and Bishop.
Walker County Board of Education, District 3, Vonda Beatty, 1,326. Jay Kilpatrick, 1,208.
Vonda Beatty has won in District 3.
Chris Nelson, 112.
So we're getting our final numbers here as we speak in real time. So
Amendment, yes, 4,689. No, 6,523.
So it looks like John Dunnigan has won it, 50% of the vote. To Greg Barnes, 49% of the vote. 1,858 to 1,841. These are the final numbers. Jeff Burrow has been reelected. 1,593 votes at a victory, 1,172. And Vonda Beatty has come from behind to beat Jake Kilpatrick with 52% of the vote. Kilpatrick, 1,208 votes. Vonda Beatty with 1,326. So great job, Terrell, getting all those in. And now they are packing things up, and we're going to try to. Yeah, they're ready to get out of here. We're at 9:30 here, 9:37 here on this. James, is that Steve right there? I was looking for Steve. He was here earlier. In the back. Yeah, grab him, and you'll be next after Steve. Okay. All right. Thank you. Try to find. Sorry, we're live here and we're working. See if you find Jeff Burrow. He was here. He shouldn't be hard to find because he was wearing a yellow shirt. If we don't have him, I know Dunnigan has left. No, Dunnigan's here. Dunnigan and Burrow. Yeah. All right, so we're going to try to get some interviews lined up for you here. Dustin, if you want to go ahead and jump on, we will go ahead and have you. Dustin Beatty is the representative for Miss Vonda Beatty. Yeah, slip them on and come on in. Dustin, good to see you, sir.
Hey, Brett, how are you?
Always good to see you. And on behalf of all of us here at the station, congratulations to Miss Vonda.
Oh, yeah.
She's won re-election, and she's not here tonight, but your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think you guys know our family's been going through some tough times with my dad, and she's really not been able to focus on the campaign like she would like to. But I think tonight is a testament to, all the time and effort that she's put in over the years of taking care of children in Walker County. And, we know we're best at home by Grammy, right? and I think that's that's the role she plays probably the best.
Yeah.
But her passion is kids. It always has been. From the time that she was teaching at Dora to when she was principal at Townley, superintendent, and now serving on the board, we're just very grateful that the voters of District 3 have given her another 6 years to represent the children of Walker County.
By the way, kind of shifted gears a little bit. How is your dad?
Dad's doing well.
Good.
For those of you that don't know, he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, that's going to be a tough hill to climb, regardless of where you're at in that battle. But he's doing well. We actually were able to go to get a second opinion today, and we have a much brighter outlook at this point in time, and we're just looking forward to spending as much more time as we can with him, and just very grateful and blessed for the outcome tonight and the report we got today. It's just been a good day for us.
Today's a good day. Today's been a super Tuesday.
It
no
has
doubt.
been a super Tuesday, and God led.
Yeah,
for sure.
Dustin, always good to see you, and tell Vonda congratulations.
I sure will, Brent. Thanks for letting me speak.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
That is Dustin Beatty speaking on behalf of Miss Vonda Beatty, and right now we will get Steve Miller in the chair. No pun intended, but we'll get him on as he is now going to be in the runoff. And we'll get with Steve in just a moment here. And all right, very good. Steve, come on in. Put on, you look like Keith Jackson. You look like a natural with those on.
There we go.
There we go. Steve Miller joins us now. And Steve, it was a night that 5,701. You came up just shy of a runoff, 48.5%.
Right.
Talk about the night.
Well, we want to thank all the voters that voted for us, and it was awesome. We're very close, as you said, and we just going to look at this runoff and just work just like we did, and hope that we can, just make this runoff very simple. And we're still going to take the high road and tell everybody what we can do and what we have done, and we're going to pray for the other folks.
What is your message to maybe the Madison supporters who came in third? Obviously, we had him on earlier, and he said that he was endorsing Charles Bishop moving forward. But your message to them.
Right. Well, my message to them will be very simple. Just basically look at what we've done, and I have the records, and I'm willing to provide and will provide the documentation that shows the funding that we have. Our goals are to continue paving the roads and continue moving as much money to the districts so they can pave roads. Just like we've been doing, making interest on these funds until we get them to the point that we use them. We have to bid those projects out. Excuse me, have to bid those projects out by law, and we have to do those things. And we want to continue to move Walker County forward. The industrial development with Mr. David Knight, we want to continue those things, bringing in jobs for Walker County, bringing housing. The housing market's moving this way from Birmingham, so we want to continue doing these things that we've done in the past 3.5 years. And our goal, and my goal, has been to just simply move Walker County forward.
Steve, appreciate your time as always.
Sure.
Good to see you.
Thank you,
and,
sir.
Good luck.
We appreciate you.
When is the runoff?
April.
When's the runoff, James? Do you know? 19th of April, maybe.
Okay.
We'll double check before we get off the air, but
there you go.
We'll see you then, I guess.
And just want to ask everybody out there, please vote for Steve Miller and let's move Walker County forward.
Thank you, Steve. Good to see you as always. And now we will move on. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. And now we'll move on to Jeff Burrow, as we're getting everybody on we possibly can. And Jeff's slide these bad boys on here. And April 16th, you think it's a runoff? Well, you can do it that way. There you go. You can go with the Jim Ross look there. He wears his like that. But Jeff,
I'm upside down.
You upside down, but you've had a big campaign, and then you pulled it out. The incumbent with 1,593 to Vickery's 1,172. Your message to the voters tonight?
Well, it's we have a lot of good residents in Walker County, a lot of good people. Have a lot of them that support me, and I try to do the best of my ability with the resources we have to provide their needs, and we're going to continue to do that. We have a good staff, and we just look forward to trying to improve our county. And we have a lot of areas that my job is involved in. It's just not road building. It's a lot of the civic duties and the county's money that we have to distribute to each department. But we're going to do the best we can, and we're going to improve this county, and we're going to keep moving forward.
Anything else you want to add? I mean, I think you covered a lot of it. You've been working hard, I know. And what's some of the projects maybe coming up in your district?
Well, we're just finishing up. Like I said, we've had over 120 miles of roads that's been resurfaced and repaved in the last 4.5 years. But we do have a $1.7 million bridge that's just fixing to be completed. It's going to open maybe in the next 6 weeks. So.
Oh, wow.
And that's exciting. It's going to be a big deal for the people that live in that area. Save some mileage on where they travel.
Yeah.
And something that's been down and not serviceable for over 12 years. So.
Wow.
But those are some of the projects. We got a lot of the minor roads that we've got to address. I've spent the first 8 years, I guess you'd say, parlaying our money into the using state aid funds and stuff like that to build the big roads. But we've got to get involved in the small roads and help the people that goes straight to their house.
Well, very good, Jeff. Always good to see you. Former Viking. And
old Walker Viking.
Old Walker Viking, and good to see you, sir, and best of luck there with your next term, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Appreciate you.
It's Jeff Burrow joining us here on WJLX, the live feed, and we are kind of just making the rounds with the folks who have won or either in a runoff, and right now we're going to get with John Dunnigan, who has won the race in District 1, a very close race, 1,858 votes to Greg Barnes, 1,814, 50.50% to 49.4%. So John is taking pictures with a guy he'll be working with, and that is Jeff Burrow. And John, good to see you, my friend. And I talked to you earlier in the night, and I was telling Terrell, we go back a long way.
We sure do.
John and I, we went to high school together at Curry, and John was, I think, a year ahead of me, maybe 2, I don't know. I'm gonna claim it's 2 because I'm gonna say you're much older than I am. I just look a whole lot older than you do, but we go back a long way, and proud of you. Congratulations, and just talk about the race and number one, the campaign, and the kind of your experience and why you wanted to get into this race.
I've been wanting to get in politics for a while. I wanted to wait till I got my retirement. I can retire November the 1st. But now, since I won this.
See, look, now he's the smartest one out of the 2 that went to Curry, see?
Well, now since I won this, I can't retire. So.
Oh, well,
I keep getting to pay into my retirement now.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate the voters from District 1. I appreciate the turnout. I was sweating bullets. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking to you earlier, and you were nervous because it was a close race. It really was.
It was real close. I was hoping it wouldn't be like it, but
right.
A win's a win, and I'll take it.
Yeah. 1,858 votes to 1,814. Talk about your message, basically, to the voters of District 1.
I'll be reachable to all District 1 voters. I'm going to do what I can do. I'm going to start with the worst roads in District 1. We'll make a list, and we'll do what we can do. I'm going to work alongside the men and women the men up there, and I'm not going to leave the landfill unattended either. I'm going to help out there. Okay. I want to see the landfill continue to grow for the folks in Walker County, and we're going to try to make some changes.
Well, very good. And I saw you was talking with Jeff Burrow. Of course, y'all be working together, and it takes a team, man. It really does. Even though you are in different districts, everyone has the same mission, and that is to make this county a better place.
I look forward to working with the other 4 commissioners.
Very good.
We're going to try to move Walker County forward.
Very good. John, always good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right, John Dunnigan, the winner here tonight in District 1. So we have this place is cleared out pretty much, and we are – Terrell, come on back in and let's close this baby out. Nope. Any real surprises, you think? I knew that the District 1 race was going to be close.
Yep.
With Dunnigan and Barnes, a couple of newcomers, even though Barnes ran for the House of Representatives this last time. So he had a little more name recognition. But John, with 1,858 votes, Jeff Burrow, the incumbent. It's always hard to beat an incumbent.
It really is. I think the odds are against you if you're running against an incumbent because, especially if you've been doing a good job. But, yeah, you're right. It's hard to beat the incumbent.
And 2 of the incumbents won tonight, that being Jeff Burrow with 57% of the vote. And Vonda Beatty came from behind to win her race. 52% of the vote to Jake Kilpatrick, so 47% of the vote. But the big news of the night is the county commission chairman's race, which is what a lot of folks were looking. That kind of took the spotlight in the selection cycle because you had 3 people running in the race, including the incumbent Steve Miller, who barely missed avoiding a runoff. He had 48.58% of the vote. Of course, you have to have over 50% of the vote in order to avoid that runoff. And then it was kind of up to second place, and it was very close throughout the night. But Charles Bishop, a guy that is no stranger to politics here in this area, garnered 3,150 votes. And Jordan Madison, a newcomer, with 2,884 votes. He had a strong showing as well. And now it's going to be between the incumbent Miller and Charles Bishop.
Right. And that's in April.
We're unsure of the date. We were looking, and I think even Susan has left the building. I think everybody's left the building pretty much. So except for us. So we're going to to step out of here because it's almost 10 o'clock, and we'll be back at it in the morning, Mr. T. And James Phillips from the Journal here, he's heading out as well. You can read about it on the Journal website and all that. So appreciate it, James, for spending the evening with me. I know that was the highlight of your night. Oh, it's terrible. Well. Oh, yeah. At least you got to hang out with Terrell. All right. Well, Terrell, appreciate you with all your help tonight. You kind of did all the running, and then it's a team effort here at the radio station. We appreciate everyone for watching the live stream here tonight, and we'll be covering the runoff coming up between Miller and Bishop. That race kind of got ugly, and we're going to have about another month of it or more. So that's a story. But Terrell, anything else you want to add?
Nope. Just congratulations to the winners, and
congratulations to the winners. And we'll have a full recap on the morning. I'll be on the morning show, of course, bright and early in the morning. So tune in. We'll recap the race. We'll hear from obviously the folks that we had on earlier tonight, and we'll have that all for you in the morning starting at 6 a.m. Until then, for Terrell Manasco, I'm Brett Elmore saying good night from the Jasper Civic Center.